This is Gray Man Media content. Welcome back to an episode of Wolf Takes a Bite, and we're finally back. It's season 4, baby. But let me tell you something. Today we're going to cover something that I guarantee you we've been wanting to cover this entire time. We're talking about the gray aliens today.
The creatures that I have seen mostly have been the grays.
To the search for truth. Little grey men from outer space who actually abduct humans.
How you like that whiskey?
Very hot.
I think it's pretty good. You also don't chill your whiskey like 9 times out of 10.
True.
You just drink it right out of the bag.
Yeah. Season 4, baby! And we haven't changed a thing!
We've grown nothing.
We're the same idiots.
Fuck. You know that saying, like, if you like, no matter what has to go.
Una mas tres.
Oh, no. That's a different thing, man. That happened so long ago. Like
2 weeks.
Not for them. For them, it's been months.
Boy, I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, me too, man.
It feels like it's been forever.
There's literally no fucking way this episode doesn't go over 30 minutes. There's no fucking way.
What time is it going on?
We're already at 2 minutes.
Oh, shit. We better get started.
Today on Wolf Takes a Bite.
I'm choosing violence.
Oh, no.
Gah!
Don't hit me.
Hiya.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be back to do this. This is like one of my all-time favorite shows to do, and we've done it for quite a while. Mm-hmm. So we did make some ideas and changes over the break. The shows are going to we're going to try to shoot for 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah.
Bare minimum.
Keep it a little bit
content
shorter.
Focused.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not content focused, but focused on us.
It's we are the content.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to try to keep it 30 to 40 minutes for you guys. That way you can get through an episode in, like, I don't know, your commute.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, and then if you really want to binge and you're at one of those long, boring jobs, go back and listen to everything else.
Yeah, there's longer episodes.
I guarantee there's something you haven't heard before.
Yeah, there's like 50 plus episodes of the show.
Yeah, we're going to be close to 100 soon. Also, congratulations to us for over 50 episodes! Delayed clap, it works.
Yeah, and like thousands of downloads at this point.
Thousands!
Like literally, like unironically thousands of downloads.
I think it's 2K over.
It might be.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's impressive that over 2,000 of you have decided to listen to the show.
Or 10 of you 2,000 times.
Regardless, thank you.
Viewers. In all countries.
And in all countries. Apparently,
Yes.
over 1%, not 0, are in other countries.
Mm-hmm. And that one guy in India, please tell all your friends. I know you listened to one episode. Maybe you're listening to this one. I hope you are. If you are, I'm calling you out. Tell all your friends. If we see a huge surge in India, email me.
We're actually on season 4 right now.
I know. It's crazy.
It honestly is. Like I remember when we first started the show,
It was crap.
I never thought we'd make it past 10 episodes.
See, I didn't. I was like, all right, so I got to plan these first 1,000 episodes real quick.
Fucking God.
Man, I'm in it to win it. In it to win it.
You know what we should do? Not right now. Well, never mind.
Oh? No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, me and you have another project that we're currently working on, but we don't have a release date for that. So
We don't. But you can be sure that you'll see it drop on graymanmediaco.com, where you'll be seeing a new show with me and Devin basically doing what we're doing right now, minus the conspiracy stuff where we just talk about life.
Did y'all buy the season 3 poster?
Why didn't you buy the season 3 poster?
Like, buy the season 3 poster. It's fucking rad. Like,
it's so rad.
It's super cool. Need to get you one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Greys?
The Greys. What do you know about the Greys?
Oh, man. I've never even heard of the Greys.
You're lying. Last name and shit.
I don't really know. I actually don't know much about what I assume. Like, I assume there's like some detailed stuff about the Greys, so I'm excited to learn.
Yeah, so as we learned from our Bob Lazar episode, they are also referred to as Zeta Reticulans.
Whoa.
Because they come from Zeta Reticuli. Roswell Greys, or Greys that are purported extraterrestrial beings, according to the journalist CDB Brian, 73% of all reported alien encounters in the United States describe the gray aliens.
That's pretty wild.
That's a large number.
That's larger than zero.
It's also proponently, I think, our closest star system. Zeta Reticuli is like, if there was going to be an alien and it was going to come to our little marble, that would make the most sense.
I think Alpha Centauri is closer.
Is it? Well, we don't know if anything comes from Centauri.
Yes.
We do.
No.
Exactly. So, if you don't know what a gray is,
what the fuck are you doing?
You're listening to this show because we're educational, Devin. Basically, there's actually even a higher proportion of grays that are spotting in other countries, like only 73% in the U.S., but in other countries it's almost 100% of the time. So these claims are worldwide.
Probably by a bunch of crazies.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I see gray people.
That's not.
And the fact I'm colorblind doesn't mean the same thing.
That's not how colorblindness works. That's
If you're colorblind, I feel for your soul. Typically, the grays are described as being human-like with small bodies and smooth gray-colored skin, very enlarged heads, hairless, and large almond black eyes. Almond.
Like the shape.
Like an almond.
Shape.
Yes.
Not the color black.
Right.
Almond black.
There's almond black?
I have no idea what that is.
There's no almond black.
Almonds
are brown.
I've never heard of that a day in my life.
What? Almond eyes. The eyes are like large and almond shaped.
Okay.
They could just like saying almond. Anyway, supposedly the Betty and Barney Hill claim, we talked about that in season 1.
Mm-hmm. Go back and listen!
Please, God. Oh, my. Very aggressive over here. Happened in 1961, popularized when gray aliens were precursor figures, have been described in science fiction, and other similar depictions appeared in the early 1948 era. Aztec UFOs, obviously proven to be a hoax later. Accounts of the 1947 Roswell incident, obviously proven to be factual now.
Yeah.
Which, in case you didn't hear, during 2020 COVID scare, the government admitted that they have been hiding this information from the American people.
Well,
that there is extraterrestrial contact with Earth, and they have no idea what they are.
That part's true. That last thing you said was true.
It's all true.
The other things are not really. Yeah.
How?
The Roswell thing is 100% facts.
Facts.
Okay, for sure. It's 100% fact.
You know what feels so good about this season?
What feels good about this?
Other than that fact, we keep talking about it. The canon jokes.
Oh yeah,
are really flowing this time around,
baby. We're on the move. Also, as you can see, we're both wearing Wolf merch. Or if you're listening, you can't see, but just imagine us wearing Wolf Takes a Bite merch.
This is a gray spaceship, alien spaceship.
And then go to GraymanMediaCo.com and pick yourself up some.
Please do. Actually, no. Neither one of these shirts are on the website.
This is pretty canon for us.
God damn it, Devin. There is one with a sick shirt, though. It's in my logo. I personally prefer the white and black.
The white and black is really cool.
It's so clean looking.
But if you're worried about, like,
or if you're like me and you spill shit all the time.
Yeah, get the black and white.
Get the black and white.
It's also really good.
It is also really good.
Yeah.
Back to the grays. You should get a gray shirt. In the good old days, the arrival of a UFO on the front page of Americans' papers. Bleh, I typed that wrong. On the good old days, the arrival of a UFO was on the front page of all American papers. And to record it may have seemed like a loose thread, but is it? Because, again, talking about all the sightings in all the different countries and all the different places, how has it, like, not been confirmed until now?
Well, what does confirm mean, right? Like, there's
hard facts. It's
right.
They're real.
Well, the theory of gravity. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot for something to be accepted just as plain fact. You know what I mean? Scientifically, anyway. Like, between me and you, the aliens are definitely fucking real. But as far as cold hard facts go, you know,
right?
Yeah.
So it's been 2 decades ago, or 3, or even 6. We would have also felt like we knew the script in advance, right? Thanks to the endless variations of pop culture that pop culture had played for us already. Civilizational conflicts, too minor, the real ones. Americans been imagining oh my God. Welcome to season 4.
Here, have a little more juice.
I still can't fucking read.
Y'all ever see that movie Paul? Like, literally in the movie
so
Paul,
hard.
in the movie Paul, they literally talk about like Paul is literally like, yeah, there's a reason all the aliens look like me. It's because we've been getting y'all ready to see us. That way your brains wouldn't fucking explode when you finally see us.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I was trying to allude to.
Seth Rogen's
Yeah.
funny as hell.
Well, he's also
An alien.
a very big believer.
Well, yeah.
Or that. You could say that, I guess. Just calling out Seth Rogen over here. As he goes.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like. That's you nailed it. Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Walken.
Hey, in December in New York, the New York Times published an undisputed account of what might be once sounding like a crackpot conspiracy theory, but the Pentagon had spent 5 years investigating the unexplained aerial phenomena. Perfect interlude is the response among the paper's mostly liberal readers. We know how they are. Exhausted and beaten down by recent events, was marked differently from one of those movies that you see with the Greys. The news that aliens might actually be visiting us, oh my God, regularly and recently didn't provoke terror, but a coming space opera conflict.
So let's summarize. So far, what we know
Nothing.
is a whole lot of nothing. But what we can draw up and conclude based on the facts that you've given us thus far is that the Greys are the most prominent beings outside of humans, obviously, that are sentient, I guess, that have been on Earth, and that's the reason for the mass amount of sightings of Greys.
And if anything, we're probably just a byproduct of Grey's genetic manipulation.
I'm a big fan of like the idea that like those are like they're just advanced humans, like
from the future,
thousands of years in the future. You know what I mean?
That is more
plausible. It wouldn't even necessarily need to be from the future. It could just like, for argument's sake, let's just assume that humans is like a pretty like common creature amongst the galaxy.
Like our version of it?
Like humanoid thinking bipedal primates. Like let's just assume that anywhere that life happens, this is a pretty like we're a common build. You know what I mean? Like we're not an uncommon thing.
Yeah.
In
the
world
everybody's basic programming.
Exactly. In the world of like intelligent life, this is pretty basic. If look at what we've done in the couple thousands of years that we've had. Imagine if on a different planet, this basic build just had a couple thousand more.
Or million.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about technology that.
Very true. And the Greys have also been reported to have telekinetic abilities. They only speak telepathically. They're almost ethereal, possibly on the verge of being a fifth dimensional being in a third dimensional form. There's some theories that the Greys basically inhabit just these flesh suits that they make up around their mind with their mind. That's why they don't have like strong arms or anything like that or long appendages, because they don't need any of that stuff.
Well, I got an easier explanation as to why that, even without them being fifth dimensional, once they've developed technology so strong and powerful, why would they, like, their bodies would naturally evolve to not need that strong of muscles. But you know what they would need? Larger brains that could have given them the ability of telekinesis.
That makes more sense.
They also could have grown up on a Zeta Reticuli if that sun had a different kind of
gravitational
makeup.
Field on the planet. That also makes a huge difference.
It also, based on the way that their atmosphere is, more sunlight might get to them. You know what I mean? So their pigmentation might explain some of their pigmentation.
And if I'm not mistaken, the large black eyes, that also, what we know about genetics and species and stuff like that from the depths of the ocean would make a lot of sense if they have large black eyes. And they have only been spotted mostly during nighttime on our planet.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because those large black eyes are made to suck more light in. So they can see.
So the way to
dark.
take the grays down is through light.
Yeah.
Arm yourselves with flashlights, you fools.
But, Devin.
Yeah.
They have some of the brightest lights coming out of their ships.
Yeah, but they're inside the ships.
So
that, I don't know.
If you're a creature that doesn't like light, why would you have a giant fucking beacon of a ship putting out so much light? Unless they're essentially blind.
Yeah, they would be, like cave creatures.
Uh-huh. So all that extra light wouldn't hurt their eyes, though?
I don't know.
See, that's the part that doesn't make sense. But
I mean, we're grasping at straws here.
I mean, literally we are. But, like, I mean, if you... Okay.
I need a bucket of straws right here.
Every time.
Make it happen.
Merch department. No, it's just one of those things. Like,
get your Wolf Takes a Bite bucket of straws. Available now.
It's actually a good idea.
Is that something we can do? If we can do that, it's already on the website. Congratulations, you're hearing about it first.
Yep. Anytime you need to make that pun in a party, just have your bucket of straws. Oh, Greg, you're grasping at straws. Jesus.
All right, are we actually going to learn about some?
I'm trying.
Okay.
No, the information.
I don't know what information.
We're talking about physiology and biology of grays.
We were making some assumptions.
Well, I mean, that's all this really is.
Yeah,
that's all we can do.
That's facts.
But, okay, so right now we have that they have teleconnect abilities. They have super smart brains, potentially.
Allegedly.
Well, obviously. Unless they're a subdermal species of another higher race.
Wow.
They could be a slave race.
Wow. Imagine the Greys as the slave race.
What would be controlling them?
That would be terrifying.
Holy shit.
That means we are dirt.
Oh, we're done. We're absolutely fucked. Folded and end.
All right, anyway, thanks for listening to season 4. That's it, because we're done.
Oh, it's only 18 minutes.
Yeah. Totally enough time.
Okay, cool. We'll get back more into physiology later. Mm-hmm. Coming back down to Earth, though.
Whoa.
There is a whole thing with George W. Bush and a senator named Harry Reid. They had tweets going out.
What?
And the tweet, and I quote, says, "The truth is out there."
What?
Yes.
The president?
Former Senator Harry Reid tweeted, "The truth is out there," while George Bush was talking about the kooky right-wing escapism of extraterrestrials existing. Harry Reid, not long after making said tweet, no longer was senator.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? What are you saying right now?
Okay. Very simply, Devin.
Break it down for me.
George W. Bush, while president, was talking about the evangelical dream of a rapture and the same thing that liberals might have mocked as a kooky right-wing escapism. The rapture being us being taken up by
God.
Now, the other hand believes that the rapture that's been predicted throughout centuries is really the extraterrestrial race coming to take the best of the best humans that they have grown. The grays, the abductions. That's all that is. It's just somebody visually representing an abduction. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Now, in this conversation and throughout some other things that went out, the truth is out there was tweeted by Harry Reid, a former state senator, with a link to the story. And thank God came the response through Twitter. And then the response says, this is from Bush. Could extraterrestrials help us save the Earth?
I need to see these tweets. I don't believe this is real.
This is what my sources have given me.
Your sources.
Now, do aliens dream, Devin? Do you think they dream?
Are you actually asking me?
Yeah.
There's a reason we do it, right?
I mean, it has to be.
Because it takes energy to dream. So our bodies would not have evolved to dream unless it was for a reason.
Or your body's burning excess energy by using that.
That's insane. That doesn't happen anywhere else in the animal kingdom.
That we know of. Dogs dream.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a reason it happens.
And all kinds of animals dream.
I think it's
with any amount of sentience, I think they dream.
I think it's to. That's a whole other thing, man. I could go on about this for a while. We need to not do that. I've given this a fair bit of thought, and we have 9 minutes. We have 8 minutes.
Fuck! Okay, well, we have 19 minutes. We can go push this to a little bit of longer.
I guess that's fair. All right, I'll give you the short and sweet. There's two things that I think. Either A, it is very important for our brain to take a break, and it's good for our mental health for all animals to kind of put yourself in a dream state where you could like theoretically realize your potential. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people think that DMT actually gets released into your brain when you're in REM sleep.
Okay.
Also, you're sleeping, your brain is being turned off. What do you normally dream of? It's normally something grounded in some sort of reality that's somewhat similar to what real life is. If you are just turning your brain all the way off, you might not wake up, right.
Maybe.
So
a lot of people, like myself, like to cognitively dream or, transist between the parallel universe planes.
Right. Yeah, I got you. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like when your brain's basically turning off when you sleep. That way you can, conserve power and kind of clear your cache in your brain. That's why we have to sleep.
Deleting files.
Sure.
Sure.
But also, if you just turn your brain off completely for a little bit, and just keep the vital things running, you might, because your brain's what gives you reality. So you might wake up and be all sorts of fucked up unless your brain kind of creates this escape where you kind of are in reality,
okay,
just different.
So maybe we should cover an episode completely on dreaming.
I could do it.
I would be more than happy to do so. Reason I asked,
why did you ask about the grays?
The reason I asked is because obviously we don't. If we dream about aliens all the time, humans have documented. Well, I guess I do, but humans document that kind of stuff all the time, and then a lot of times they can't tell the difference whether or not there was an actual abduction or they just had a dream that had happened to them. And that's a lot of confusion with that, especially with the grays, because they are known to be able to morph time and reality and make you lose time when you feel like no time has passed at all.
Sure.
So alien dreams have always been empowered by the desire for human importance in a vast, forgetful cosmos. So we dream about aliens or abductions because we want to be remembered for something. We want to have that connection of something greater than us, at least greater than we can comprehend. At least is what a lot of psychologists would say. Now, we also want to be seen that we know we exist, but what's unusual about the alien fantasy is that unlike religion, nationalism, or conspiracy theories, like we're well known for, it doesn't place humans at the center of a grand story. In fact, it displaces them, and it places the protagonist as the aliens or the unknown being. So with that desire of us wanting to be greater or have a connection to something greater, we're dreaming about something that is greater than us, which means that on a subatomic level, we know that it must exist. Is my theory. Humans also become briefly major players in a drama of almost inconceivable scale, the lasting lesson of which is, unfortunately, we're total nobodies. We barely have scratched the surface of being a viable part of the universe. We just live in our tiny homes, in our tiny planet, and that's it. We work, we die, that's it. We have no meaning.
Well, yeah, there's two schools of thoughts, either that or there's something spiritual.
Spiritual. Yeah. But humans as a whole have not released or at least reached that level, unless you count maybe the monks and stuff like that. But a lot of humans haven't really reached that extra level, you know what I mean?
I can't go off on this right now because we'll be here all day. But
God, this is gonna suck. We can't do 30-minute episodes. I'm triggering you everywhere I turn.
I just finished Fingerprints of the Gods, and I heard that was good. I heard that was good. My fucking God. There is a very compelling argument that ancient humans not only existed, but absolutely did reach that spiritual thing that you're talking about.
They left a corporeal form?
That would have been the norm.
Really?
That would not have been the exception. That would have been the norm.
You got 5 minutes to tell me about it. We'll have to save that.
The long and short is that the pyramids and the pyramids in both Giza and South America are...
You know what? No. Let's cross-gen this, Devin. Save it for Pod Daddies.
Y'all gotta check that out. I could talk about this on Pod
Let's
Daddies
do it.
Sure.
Let's do it. Episode 5 of Pod Daddies. We're doing it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
John will put the release date right here on the screen.
Fuck, I don't know.
We'll know by the time you edit this.
I hope. Crop circles. We got 5 minutes. God, there's so much stuff, Devin.
Way less than 5 minutes.
Jesus Christ. How are we going to do this?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I didn't know how we were going to do this.
Crop circles. Every extraterrestrial era has its own fantasy.
Slow down. It's okay if we go over. It's fine.
Oh, no, it's not.
I'd rather go over than you just trying to speed run this.
Damn it. Yep, you're right. Quality over quantity.
Yeah, they don't deserve that.
You're right.
They've come to expect a certain level of quality from us.
Crop circles.
Which is drunk people.
Existential ignorance.
Whoa.
Experience of existential ignorance. Sorry, that was in my notes. I wasn't talking about us.
Yeah. I wonder why it's in your notes.
Something about pond scum. Anyway. I'm actually, so the total nobody's dream, I actually had like 70 other syllables in here for that. Basically, just humanity is nothing.
Well, maybe.
There's like 2 paragraphs about it.
Very nihilistic of you.
Well, cover-ups at Roswell, Men in Black. We know all about that. We talked about that already. So I'm glad this kind of came up at this point.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about do you have anything in there about who the Greys are, where they come from?
Well, we know they come from Zeta Reticuli.
Oh, okay, great.
About as much as we know.
What do you have in here?
So much. I kind of went on spiral here. I think I got some sightings here. Some accounts about analyze supposedly occurred near nuclear facilities.
Sure.
Yeah, so a lot. That's another thing too about the Greys. They definitely target their sighting locations around nuclear facilities or military bases.
You want to know what my theory is on that?
That they're trying to tell us to stop?
No, I think that they came up with propulsion techniques that do not involve nuclear at all, and they're very interested in what we're doing because they've never figured out how to do it.
Oh, so we're the fuck ups of the universe.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably like, hey,
that
this is super obvious. Just use gravity wells. Oh my God, these fucking monkeys on Earth are splitting atoms, the building blocks of life, and they're breaking them. They are insane.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Or they could be saying, "Hey, don't fucking do that. You guys are gonna kill each other."
You ever been inside or seen a video of
No.
inside one of those plants?
No.
When they kick on the nuclear reactor?
No.
It's
Is it not just
weird.
always on?
No.
What do you mean?
Well, they have to basically when they change out the uranium
Yeah.
or whatever it is, you know.
It's uranium rods, yeah.
Yeah. When they change out those rods, man, they got to kick that power on.
I don't know how it works.
I mean, I'm not a nuclear scientist at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I was
surprising.
under the impression this
Very
entire
surprising,
time.
isn't it, Devin?
Okay, for sure.
Anyway, it's really weird because it's just like, click. There's no buzz or hum, but the click is just like so deep that it's just like, even watching the video, I can feel it in my heart. Like, oh fuck, that's not good. But it's just like a slight switch. Like somebody turned on a big light in the middle of like an empty warehouse. You know that sound? That's what it sounds like. Like you turn the lights on inside of a warehouse somewhere. It's just like, dung.
Are you talking about Indiana Jones?
No.
That feels like the scene from Indiana Jones.
Is it?
Yeah, you know when they're like, "Hey, so what happened to the Ark of the Covenant?" And then Indy's like, "Top men," and then it goes to in the warehouse, and they're just rolling the cart, and all the lights are doom, doom.
Yeah, okay, like
doom.
that.
You're telling me right now that wasn't Indy?
That's not where I got the idea from. I got it from life experience, Devin. Anyway, so yeah, U.S. power plants, battleships. In November 2004, the USS Princeton, a Navy cruiser escorting the aircraft carrier USS Nimitz off the coast of San Diego, ordered 2 fighter jets to investigate a mysterious aircraft the Navy had been tracking for weeks.
Where?
Just off the coast of San Diego.
Oh, and what year?
2004.
Huh.
Yeah, very interesting.
So another alien UFO
Sighting.
in the Pacific
Yeah,
in the 2000s.
yeah. Specifically,
Commander David Fravor, you fucking fess up, you bitch! I know you know what you saw, you whore.
Yes! That's exactly what I'm talking about. The Nimitz.
Yeah.
He was the fighter pilot on that ship.
Oh, that was the actual
Yes!
event? Oh, I thought that was
That's
the second
the event. No,
Well,
this is the event.
That's a lot less exciting.
Well,
I thought there was now another sighting.
when one of the jets arrived, one of the pilots, Commander David Fravor,
Fucking bitch!
saw a disturbance just below the ocean's surface, causing the water to roll around it.
If y'all didn't know, we did a Commander Fravor episode. Go listen to it.
Yes, but this little bit right here wasn't in it.
Oh, wow.
We didn't talk about how a ship emerged.
Yes, we did. We did talk about that.
This is by word.
All right.
He saw a disturbance in the ocean's surface, causing water to roll around it. Then suddenly he saw a white 40-foot tic-tac shaped craft moving like a ping pong ball above the water, and then the vehicle began mirroring his plane's movements. But when Fravor dove directly at the object, it zipped away until its second sighting. Mm-hmm. So that was his first sighting. I didn't have a lot on that the first time, so I was really excited that I found it on this. And the reason it's in here is because the preclusion is that these were grays.
White, possibly.
Probably.
I mean,
The Pentagon said that their funding for the program ran out in 2012, which wasn't renewed. But Elizondo has claimed that the project was alive and well when he
What
resigned
project?
in October.
what project are we talking about?
The one that was studying the documents, the
Oh.
footage.
Oh, the UFO thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. Now I'm caught up. Sorry.
So aliens might actually be closer than we think, Devin. Specifically the grays. There is an array of interesting meteoroid bodies that pass Earth on a regular basis that usually coincide with UFO sightings.
They're mining.
Are they? Or is that their mothership in cloak?
I
Uh?
don't know about that.
When we talk about lights over Phoenix, it might make more sense. But maybe we have seen just the actual flying saucer when Autoruma, which means first messenger in Hawaiian, was discovered floating through the solar system in October. SETI immediately started checking the boxes that suggest that the rod-shaped asteroid might be an alien spacecraft of some kind. After all, it is the first interstellar object we've seen pass through the solar system. UFO enthusiasts point out that the rods, along with flying saucers, are two of the most common shapes cited by witnesses of UFO sightings. The cigar shape, like Betty and Barney Hill, and then the round shape, disc shape, cited by many other sightings and conspiracy theorists.
If you think about it, the Tic Tac could also be described as a
cigar shape,
Yeah.
absolutely, but obscured by a bright light. So those are the things that I'm saying is that there's definitely a pattern with all of them.
Yeah.
So there's two different kinds of ship that the Greys operate.
What if it's opposing species that are actually like racing to get some kind of information out of the human
So it's
race?
like the dark Greys and the light Greys?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it could be. What if it... I mean, like, we don't all get along as humans as a species. What if it's different, like, sections of the same race?
So there's the light Greys, the dark Greys, and the Dorian Greys?
You're doing a whole other thing right now.
I just thought it was a good bit.
But I mean, I just mean like there could be some kind of different. There could be different factions. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And they could have different technology, different ships.
So theoretically on their planet, they're separate different countries, just like in ours.
Could be.
And it's all a space race to figure out humanity?
Maybe, again, there's got to be something we're doing. Unless they're all just working cooperatively and they're just different ships and they're just studying us for fun, or there's some kind of resource on Earth that we are not privy to that they need.
Maybe they're just harnessing our atmosphere and biological research on us. Like we study things in the ocean.
Yeah.
We take them out of the ocean. They're on a whole different planet as far as they're concerned, right?
Yeah, there was this guy that was making the argument that like we wouldn't be interesting to them. And it's just like we're interested in everything.
Yeah.
Like we're the dominant species on Earth and we're interested in everything. We categorize everything and we study everything. Like that's the dumbest argument I've ever heard.
And there can't be many creatures of our class that are at our level.
There's got to be one per planet. Like there's just no way, right?
I don't know. It's hard for me to talk about this kind of stuff because whenever I'm sitting here like right now, my mind is so far wrapped around the big picture, and then every once in a while during this conversation, I have snapped back and looked at like little things around me and been like, "Oh fuck, I'm tiny." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
we're nothing.
I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking about how grand humanity is and how all these grand species are, but realistically, I'm sitting here with a microphone, lights, and a camera, and I'm small.
Yeah. Insignificant, some would say.
Yes.
When we die, almost no one will talk about us after 2 generations.
Unless they subscribe. Subscribe now and Wolf Takes a Bite YouTube.
So that we can be immortalized.
Please, God.
No, but like if there was, like, think about if like dolphins were just as smart as humans. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way that one of us wouldn't try to kill the other.
Well, then that makes total sense with the hollow moon theory, or the moon being a moon base for extraterrestrials, because it's such a short hop and a jump. I mean, if you can travel using gravity to cross interstellar speeds and distances.
What does that have to do with what I said?
Oops. My mind was somewhere else. I'm sorry. What about a dog?
It's time to wrap.
Oh, God. Man!
Hit us with a little bit more fact before we got to go.
Aliens could be dancing to Earth music right now?
That is true because of the satellite or whatever.
Yeah. Last year, 2 planets were discovered
Voyager, right?
orbiting a red dwarf that is 12.36 light years from Earth. Out of those two planets, at least one of these planets is in the Goldilocks zone, So Medi International decided to beam some music signals over to the planet, which, with a closer proximity to Earth than most potentially inhabitable exoplanets, it'd be an exciting planet to start an interstellar pen pal relationship with, since it's so close in proximity, assuming there's someone around to hear our notes and listen to them as welcoming tunes instead of a battle cry.
What they don't know is that when they heard it, that like this is
I want to know what they sent.
This is a really incredibly advanced species that just never left their planet because they were scared to run into aliens that were more complex than themselves.
Yeah.
With the ability to kill all of humanity in the blink of an eye, they just have to get here. They heard that and they were like, this music is trash. And then they packed up in the spaceships and they're on their way to blow up Earth. Thanks for listening to the first episode of season 4.
God, I hope they didn't send My Chemical Romance over there. Goodbye! Have a great night! And thanks to all you aliens listening to me out there in outer space. Or see you on the next one. Question everything!
If you like watching our videos, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell. That helps support us and show that there's somebody out there watching. Also, don't forget to comment below or watch this video or this video, and keep subscribing.